How about now? Okay. Maybe I might have to do the same thing. Woohoo! We have sound. Okay, so what that means is that yeah, anybody that has tuned in for the first 4 minutes or so hasn't heard anything. So why don't I just repeat some of what I said, and then maybe I can go back in and edit. Okay, all right. So what I said was that I was going to be doing a reading on Putin and his um, sort of backdoor entry into into the Ukraine. Thank you, Pauline. Good to know. Um, Also wanted to do a few other little things and so on. So uh, let me begin with a little bit of the housekeeping, and then I'll go into the reading prayer and flip some cards and see how things go. So I hope you guys are. I hope you're doing well and welcome. And once I sort of get through some of what I wanted to ask, maybe you can, if you have some questions of your own, we can toss them in there too. We could take a look at them. Why not? Let's make this very interactive. So, what I wanted to, what I was saying was, if anyone is interested in booking a reading with me, you can do so by reaching out to Heart Centered Tarot at outlook.com. And I will try to have the details below in the description as well. And I will be having a contest as soon as we reach 250 subscribers, which I know it's not a lot compared to some others, but you know what? I have to start. I have to start, right? So as soon as we get to 250, then I'll do a little contest. We'll have a little draw, and someone is going to win a free 30-minute reading with me. So, you know what? Throw your hat in the ring. And if you have not subscribed, please do so. Subscribe to the channel. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a like. Share it. Let your friends know. And ask them to come on over and be a subscriber, and they can get in on that free reading. So yeah, Deb, that's true. I've done I did one collaboration, and that was last November with Sheila at Celtic Tarot. um so yeah, I'm thinking that certainly might help to be able to do some more collaborations out there. So, you know what? If you know anyone out there that you think I'd be a good fit for, by all means, let me know. Put it down in the comments. Um, and if um, you can reach out to the person that you think that I should be collaborating with and ask them to invite me on. So thank you, Deb. Yeah, that's I know I've picked up a few subscribers from the um, Sheila Celtic Tarot, and that was wonderful. I really enjoyed working with her. So, okay, let me do my little reading prayer, and feel free to. I Oh, Kevin Loving Vibrations would be good. I'll mention next time I'm watching him. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Deb. Um, So yes, my little reading prayer, and then we'll start. Okay. So deep breath in and out. I call on my guides, ancestors, angels, and ascended masters to protect me as I receive and deliver these messages from Universal Spirit. May this reading and the messages provided be guided by and delivered with love, clarity, and truth. Reveal to me what should be known now, and keep from me what should remain secret. Guide me to always manifest the highest possible good for myself, my spiritual family, and humanity at large. Amen. Okay. All right. So, as I said, I wanted to take a quick look at Putin's peacekeeping mission. That's what he's calling. That's what he's calling it. And basically, what he did is there was two sections in the Ukraine that were predominantly Russian-speaking people, and he recognized them yesterday, and it was the Donetsk People's Republic and the Luhansk People's Republic. He recognized them as republics, and now moved in as peacekeeping, so that he's protecting them from, the awful Ukrainians who have been living with these people for a very long time and haven't harmed them in any way. But now they, it's very important that they go in there and do the peacekeeping. I have always said, and I never felt that Putin was going to invade the Ukraine. I think this is his way of going in. And since he's going into a neighborhood and areas that are friendly to him, since Russia has been, approving and giving out hundreds of thousands of Russian passports to people in those areas over the years, this is kind of his way of dipping his toe in to see what, if the world is really going to react the way that they said they were going to react, which was swift and decisive and so on. So I thought, okay, I'll take a look and see if that's what he's doing, and what the effects of that are going to be on him, because it certainly is not going to be positive. So let me see. I'll take a look. I'm going to be looking at the Return of Spirit, the Oracle deck first. Okay. And what do we have? Integrity, manifest, and change of mind. Okay. So what I get from that is that, yes, he is testing the integrity of the rest of the world, to see if they're serious. He's going to manifest his own downfall. And there's going to be a swift change of mind when it comes to full-scale invasion of the Ukraine. So I think that as soon as the other countries step up, excuse me, and I think I think I read somewhere that the UK said that they were going to respond swiftly as well. So I think once those things come into play, he's going to have a big change of mind. Also, Biden has indicated that those two regions, the Donetsk and the Luhansk regions, there's going to be some financial sanctions that are going to be imposed on those two areas. So we'll see how that goes. But really and truly, folks, I'm not anxious. Like, I don't have that anxious feeling that there's something awful is going to happen. So there's that. Okay. Now, any of you have any questions? Oh, okay. Cobra meeting tomorrow to look at sanctions. Well, yeah, I think that would be great. And I think sometimes when you're dealing with a personality like Putin's, sometimes you can explain to them that if you do ABC, the following things are going to happen. And they can think about it, and they can then say, okay, well, you know what? I'm not prepared to have that happen here in the country. So, maybe I better back off a little. Somebody like Putin, when they are determined, and he is determined, he's getting to the point that, he's not going to live forever, right? And he's not doing well health-wise anyway, and that's entertainment purposes, only YouTube. So I think he's trying to rush things along and to be, like I need to accomplish what I set out to accomplish. And, when you deal out of desperation, that's when you make mistakes. And is Boris Johnson and the Conservative Party bought by Russians? You know what? Well, let's take a look. Okay. What do I want to use? Let's just look at the tarot. And I suspect that he is. And the reason that I say that is Boris Johnson is right up there with Donald Trump, right? The two of them are sort of hand in hand, right? And yeah, Boris Johnson isn't the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree. So how did he get into the position that he's in? Right? And we'll see. We'll see. I don't know about the whole Conservative Party, but Boris, yeah, he's a little shifty. All right. What do we have? We have death. Oops, I don't know if that's how that's coming across. We have strength. I'm trying not to have the shadow. The Hierophant. Holy smokes. We have the Five of Wands. And the Emperor. Okay, so right off the bat, 4 major arcana cards that have come out. 4 out of 5 cards on major arcana. So is he, has he been compromised by Russia? Yes, I think he has. And I think what compromised him more than anything else was his association with the Emperor, with Donald Trump. He felt that if he was associated with Donald, that he could a little more backing from Russia was going to give him the strength that he needed to go forward, and it didn't really happen. And I think Russia certainly helped with the Brexit. I think that they got involved with that sort of, it did the language of Brexit and so on. So yeah, it certainly, the association has certainly come to light, and it will not end well. I mean, this is the death cart isn't necessarily someone physically dying, but it's more it's the end of something, the beginning of something new. Um, and yeah, there's a lot of infighting within the party from people who want to see him gone, who have said that there's been enough damage done already in terms of his reputation and his party hardy attitude while the rest of the country was on lockdown. That's, I mean, the queen warned her husband alone, and you know here's Boris, bring wine to the party, and so yeah, I think he is certainly is compromised by Russia. And yeah, you're right. He is a disgrace. Um, there's no other way to put it, really. So what can you do? Woohoo! Okay, so we've got 5 people in here. Hi, people who haven't said hello yet. Welcome. Um, any questions that anybody has out there? And it can be, it can be political, it can be personal if you want. Um, whatever kind of question you think you might need an answer to. There. And while I'm waiting for anybody who has something, um, I wanted to briefly touch on Ted Cruz and his spreading of the lie that while the police in Ottawa were removing the last of the protesters and so on, there was a lot of police officers, RCMP and so on, I think, that were on horseback, right? Best way to disperse a crowd. And apparently there was a couple people who, as they were jockeying around, got in the way of the horse, and they were bumped by the horse. A couple people, I think, when they were bumped, fell down and then quickly got up and carried on with the demonstration. Well, according to someone, one of the conspiracy theorists and whatnot, there was a woman who was apparently trampled by a horse, and was transported to hospital and later died. Absolutely not true. Absolutely not true. But, even after it was debunked, Ted Cruz sent it out on Twitter and was discussing it on Twitter and kept it up for 15 hours before he took those down. So, yeah, those Republicans, they're not very smart. Okay. Deb said, I've just started a new job and not enjoying it. Will this change? Okay. New job. I'm going to use my cards. And Deb, is this job in a different field than what you're normally used to? Okay. All right. sorry, I get, okay, I'm not going to hold the cards up because I'm seeing on here that I'm getting some kind of a light, and it's it's hard to see. So I've got illumination. I've got success is assured, which is very good. I've got child, baby steps, and celebration. So, yes, things will change, and it will get a lot better. What you're doing right now is you're dealing with the way that your new organization does things, and they're probably a little different than your previous position. So this is kind of a testing out period where you're you're going in and you're feeling almost childlike in terms of your um, there's still a lot to learn. There's still things that you need to pick up. So you're feeling like you're sort of being tested in that way. Um, but small baby steps every day, and ultimately there is a celebration. So I think, yes, things are going to get better for you. Give it a little bit of time, and success is assured anyway, so that's fine. Let me just take a look. Okay. Expect delays. I've got patience. I've got let it go. Yes. And diction. Okay. Um, okay. You just started a new job. Okay. I haven't worked for the whole, yeah, pandemic. So it's been a long time. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it takes a while to, get back on your feet, to feel, even though most people didn't physically go into an office or weren't working, um, everybody feels a little disconnected. So everybody is kind of wobbly. Um, I think, yeah, be patient with yourself, because I think that's where the expect delays comes in. Is be Yeah, and patience, obviously. Be patient with yourself, and um, yeah, let go of some of that apprehension that you've got, where you're thinking that you're well, quite frankly, yeah, there's been times when you're kind of been doing your work and saying to yourself, what am I doing? Who am I kidding? Like, they're just be patient. Be patient. Things will work out. um, there could be there could be somebody at work that um, had maybe thought that the position should have gone to someone that they knew. So just a heads up that there's someone may not be overly happy, but you're there for a reason, and they're not. So just know that. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm full of apprehension. Yeah, and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You're fine. You are exactly where you need to be. So just take a deep breath and say, all right, that's things are going to work out, and they're going to be happy. Ah, it's almost like I'm psychic, right? Yeah, yeah. That is don't give that any thought. Just send that person. send them away with light and love, and they'll quickly come around, and they'll quickly realize that you're there for the right reason. So you are very welcome, Deb. So what part of the UK are you in? Okay, I'm going to put these away. And while we're doing that, yeah, anybody else, if you have a question, something you'd like to know, a comment you'd like to make, and only nice, kind comments, okay? Because England, but originally Scottish. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I was watching a program not too long ago about the and I think it was Scotland and Ireland. Might have been both. Yeah, where they were talking about their myths and their legends and so on, and it was absolutely fascinating. Fascinating. What about Lukashenko, Putin's best friend from Belarus? What is he going? When is he going? Well, okay, let's ask. He is there's something on the back of his head, his neck. He's headaches, and it's affecting his eyesight. Okay. Lukashenko, what are you doing? Where is what's happening with you? Okay, answers come in dreams, ancestors near, celebration, communication, and gossip. Ooh, okay. Alrighty. He's going to be one of the guys that has been sort of stoking the fire with Putin about the Ukraine, and sort of, if you come in this way and we go this way, and yeah, he's sort of been in Putin's ear. Yeah, he's another one that's not. He doesn't have much time to accomplish what he wants to accomplish, and I don't. I don't like to talk about someone leaving this plane to go to another plane, but he's been having some uncomfortable dreams where his ancestors have come by to visit, shall we say, and yeah, there's going to be some celebration when he is no longer there, and there's going to be a good deal of illumination that's going to come out about him and how he was involved in all this Ukraine business. Yeah, and particularly with the gossip, I think they're going to have the communications, whether they were telephone, letter, text, whatever. I think those are going to come to light. And he's also been sort of he's been spreading rumors that obviously aren't true, but in such a way that it would appear that they're true. Like, for example, um, Putin said that Macron told him that the U.S. position had changed. Well, what that does is it drives the wedge between Macron in France and Biden, um, so that one can go to the other and say, well, why'd you say that? Well, I didn't say that. Well, why would he say you said that if you didn't say? It's kind of like standing outside the circle and stirring the pot, and fanning the flames and all that good stuff, and then watching to see what happens. And his stance, if he's called on it, is I'm just repeating what I heard. I thought, well, maybe I misunderstood. I mean, I don't know the language and blah blah blah, right? So, and I think that Lukashenko is very much that same ilk. That oh yeah, that Boris, great guy. If you can catch him, when he hasn't been drinking at lunchtime, oh my gosh, you'll never find a better worker. So yeah, and most of these guys are warmongers, Deb, because that's how they make their money, right? None of them is ever going to be accused of of having given too much to charity. Yeah. How is Navalny doing? Oh, okay. I just got a big shiver up my spine. He's hanging in. That's about all that he's doing. He's hanging in. Okay, let me go back to. No, not the tarot. Hold on. Let's go back to the oracle cards and see if I can't pick up maybe something on his feelings. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that have been sending a good deal of white light and love and healing to Navalny and to his family, because believe me, he may be the one that's in prison, but his wife is serving every second of it with him. So, all right, tell me about Navalny. How's Navalny? Innocence, up, love. Yeah, he is. He is holding on. He's holding on to what he believes. He's holding on to the vision of Russia that moves it up, that elevates it, that puts it on a much better plane than it is now. He is absolutely feeling the love. He knows he's got the support that psychologically may not always be what he's focusing on, because really, there are days when his focus is on just being able to survive the day. But he can certainly feel it, and he knows that the people that are with him are with him, heart and soul. Faith, yes, he has faith, and And we need to have faith for him. Fairy magic. So the more that white light, the more protection, the more healing and love that we can send him, the better off he'll be. And mediumship, I think he is also receiving messages from spirit, from the universe, that when things get really dark, that that they are telling him to hang on, hold on. And sorry, I just looked outside my window, and a, there's a building across the street that I can see into, um, like into part of their office, the hallway, and I know that there isn't anybody there, and I swear I just saw someone walk by. So, okay. And Navalny, is there anything else? Okay, right. Um, yes, he is. He's keeping record, and he is somehow um, able to communicate outside. He's able um, to steer things from the outside and right order. Um, yeah, he is going to put things right. And union. Yeah. Yes, I think he is definitely going to. He is able to send out the message, and um, he is going to put things right. He is the longer that Putin keeps him away, the more that people around Navalny um, become um, they come together, right? They're able to coalesce around him. So I think Navalny's doing good. I mean, as good as you can in the circumstance, right? So yeah, we just have to keep sending him light and love and so on. And all right, now that was just kind of going a little deep, and maybe just lighten things up just a little. Um, there was there was a cross country skier, and I don't know if you heard about this, but I did, and I giggled, and then I felt bad that I giggled, then I giggled again. Um, yeah, his name is Remy. I won't give his last name because whatever. From Finland, and he was a cross country skier in the Beijing Games, and the weather was just bitter cold, um, with high winds and so on. Anyway, um, the um, the race organizers, they started the race late. They cut it down from 50 kilometers to 30 kilometers, and then carried on with the race. Well, apparently, an hour and 16 minutes later, when Remy finished the race, he had to apply heat to a particularly sensitive part of his body because it got a little bit frozen. Now, that in itself, okay, well, you would think that if you're going into something like that, like you protect your most sensitive parts first. Um, the thing was that it happened to him twice. Same thing happened at a race in Finland last year. So, you know, maybe maybe Remy needs to rethink his priorities. Like, do you do you want to win a medal or have a family, or does it matter? So anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. So I'm just going to quickly pull a card and see how Remy's doing. Has he recovered and so on. And okay, Violet Flames. So yeah, he's kind of gotten in touch with his higher self a little bit, and is looking at ways um, to make sure that doesn't happen again. And he's, you know, um, yeah, he's just a little more in touch with his higher self. So that's good. That's good. So okay, what else? What else do we have? Are there any other questions that anybody has? And okay. Uh, all right. So I'm at 46 minutes. Um, the last thing that I did sort of want to take a look at, um, and again, it's with Putin, and that is in December, Russian banks imported $5 billion in foreign currency. And I want to know where that money's going. I know that don't they, why would they need all that foreign currency? Where are they sending it to? Where is it going? Where did it come from? Right? We know that they're laundering money and all that good stuff. So, um, yeah, I'd like to know what that money's for. And let's go to tarot. Let's go to tarot for this. Okay, Russia. Why do you need all that foreign currency? Why do you need all that foreign currency? Okay. Five of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Cups. Oh my. We've got the Four of Swords. And we've got the King of Swords. Oh my goodness. They are really, really feeling the pinch financially. Their people have been under that sense of illusion and delusion for so long, that they're starting to realize that their money isn't as secure as they think it is. Um, the things that they can buy with their money isn't going as far. I mean, we all know there's, inflation has hit the whole world. Um, However, it's really, really hit them quite a bit. So that, hmm, it's almost like they're bankrupt. Like, um, they're looking around. Putin is trying to find ways um, to get money to flow into the country, and it's not happening. Things are quiet as a tomb. There's no um, nothing good. Huh. Okay. All right. So maybe it is entirely possible then that maybe he's going um, into the Ukraine so that he can try to get his grubby little hands on some of the money that's there, because the Ukraine is um, it's a very resource mineral rich country. Um, hmm. So yeah, Putin could be using that money then to get his way um, into those areas, the Donetsk and the uh, Luhansk. Huh. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that having been said, thank you all for being here, and thank you, Deb, for your questions, and I'm glad I was able to answer them for you. And I will be posting again probably at some point in the middle of the week. Um, and we'll see how things go tomorrow. But remember, tomorrow is, I think there's a lot of portals, a lot of energy is going to be coming at us, being 2022. I think that's a lot of twos. Um, so I'm anticipating um, having some good downloads, some good messages. Anyway, that's what I'll put up there, and hope that I get it. So anyway, thank you. Oh, you're very welcome, Karen. Um, yeah, I will see you guys later, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, and don't forget about the contest. As soon as I get up to 250, we'll have a contest, and someone's going to get a free 30-minute reading. And as Deb suggested, if you know of or you follow another reader and you think that I might be a good fit to do a collaboration with them, you can either let me know in the comments who they are and how I can get in touch with them, or tell them and ask them to reach out to me, and I will be more than glad to collaborate with anyone. So until next time, be good, take care, and we are going to be fine. Don't let anyone scare you into thinking that we're not. Well, we live in interesting times. Okay. Alrighty. Take care all. Bye.